welcome to another episode of the Questionable Answer Show, where Jimmy, Paul, and myself try and answer questions the old school way.
Always first.
Remember the time? Remember the time
Always.
before Google,
Yes.
where you actually had to try and figure out questions for yourself, and you
Yes.
couldn't just pull out your phone and answer it?
Terrible time.
That's what we try and do here on the Questionable Answer Show. We try and answer questions that we've never seen before and try and figure out the old school way.
Yeah.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Paul.
Let's jump straight into it. We've got our
Question one.
first question
We got-
here, sent in by John. How do driverless cars work?
Oh.
It really makes
good.
me uncomfortable when I see you reading the question, Paul.
What is that?
You should be listening to Ryan.
Listen to me, I'm talking.
Sorry.
As I say to my kids, listen with your eyes.
Okay, good.
yeah.
My eyes are up here. Yeah.
It blew their mind when I first said it. Okay, so how do driverless cars work?
Is that going to be a thing from now on that I don't look at, like I'm not allowed to look at the question? I've got to just listen to the way that, like...
Yes. Yes.
Okay, sure.
Yep. Did you...
I just, like, I feel like
Do I
if I
need to
read
repeat
it,
the
I
question?
could,
Do you-
I might understand. Like, he might put some inflection... or
That's why I
tone on
like it.
but
I feel like, look, Ryan's this is not a driverless show, all right?
I agree.
Ryan's driving the show.
You're
so-
right, you're right. No, you're
So
right.
true.
All right.
So true. Love
How do
the way you
driverless
just
cars
brought that
work?
back on topic.
Yeah. That was good. Smooth.
Computers, man.
No, the vibe.
No, a bit more than that. It's got to be a
All
bit more than that.
How do driverless cars work? Yeah, because I often wonder, like...
Is GPS...
Do you mean why don't they just drive? Do you mean why do they not? Do you reckon whoever asked that
John.
reckons like why do they not? Why are they always called John, aren't they?
Oh, well, I'll ask him why he's called John. I'm sure it's because his parents asked him.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a common name.
Yeah.
Sorry, John's parents. Or sorry, John, if you change your name to that. Anyway,
He might go as Jonathan, and it's just like a short.
You go
yeah.
Jono for sure.
You go Jono if you're Jonathan
Well, okay.
or Johnny.
All right.
Why don't they crash into the wall, or how come they actually move at all?
How do they navigate with other cars around that aren't driverless? Because it's not like they can't talk.
Well, it
to
wouldn't
each
matter
other.
if the other car's driverless.
I feel like it does.
Okay, so...
Humans are erratic.
The first thing would be the cars that brake. You know how they have auto braking systems. So it has senses the car in front,
Yeah.
and then it applies the brakes to
Actually,
minimise the
I
distance.
was
So
in
that
a-
I understand.
I was in a car that was approaching too quickly
Yeah.
to a car that was almost stopped
Yeah.
in front of us, and it had like a little brake light tantrum. Like started flicking the brake lights.
The
out.
car
It's
that you
like,
were in.
Stop!
Yeah.
And then actually the driver that was in the car was. Then they were like, oh yeah, I guess. And
I wasn't planning on it,
Yeah.
but if you insist.
yeah, they just use radars.
What radars?
Yeah, radars.
What's a radar? Like, what do you mean? Why? I don't know. Why is that funny? No, like,
Because you said, what's a radar?
no, I don't know what a radar is.
We're used to radars of
Yeah,
like,
oh,
oh yeah, radars.
oh, yeah.
Radars and computers, man. Like,
Yeah.
problem solved.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
what the
What do
big
you
Here's
mean
what I
it's
reckon
radar?
they do.
Well, you're saying it's like bouncing.
Here's what I reckon they do.
Okay,
I reckon
okay.
they shoot out like little
Lasers, little
lasers,
lasers.
little magic
Laser
beams.
and they're little mapping out the stuff
They
around.
just do
it.
some map outs, so they can see a whole bunch of stuff. That
A couple of
you can't see.
mathematical algorithms, you know.
They're better than
speed,
humans.
Space.
Better than humans.
I mean,
Yep.
okay, this is the thing, right? Because I would
Not every
say,
human. They're not better than every human, but they're better than humans on average.
like on average, I would say, like, if we let's just say just tomorrow, the technology like where we're at now,
Yeah.
if tomorrow we went completely driverless cars,
Yeah.
surely the road toll would significantly decrease.
Decrease, yeah.
It
would.
However, we won't do it until we're confident that it'll almost be zero, because we can accept
Yeah.
when a human makes a mistake and that like
Yeah.
costs lives, but we can't accept
Yeah, we
that
don't
a
mind that.
robot.
Isn't that
but we're
weird,
not.
though?
But we're not all right with a robot with a computer making a mistake.
No,
Costs
we
lives.
hate that.
That's
we're,
weird, eh?
we're willing to hold off until we can get a zero
Yeah, you know
and
what
let all those people die.
Well, you know what computers don't do? They don't get drunk. So
never get drunk.
that rules that out. They don't do a lot of texting while they're driving. Well, maybe they do. I don't know. But,
Well, they are.
it's a
They're
different
constantly
issue.
texting.
They're
Well,
constantly
it's
texting.
I mean, but it's a
but
different
we
issue.
accepted that.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to say radars.
Right. Well, no, it's got no
Sonar?
Sonar, same thing.
But how does,
No,
it,
it's
know, how
not.
does it know where
Same
the lane
Isn't
is?
sonar
No.
sound?
Yeah, same thing.
What's radar then?
It's sound.
Rays?
It's like with waves.
No,
isn't it?
sonar is
Waves, yeah.
underwater.
Yeah. Oh,
Does
is
it
it?
have to be underwater? No, not always.
No, I thought
Bats have
sonar
that.
was just
Bats
sound.
have sonar. Have you seen a bat swim?
Yeah.
Crap swimmers.
They try to do it upside down. That's why.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
they do.
They just swim down always.
They do bat stroke.
Oh.
Way to bring it down.
I mean,
I ruined it.
Surely, how do they know to stay in the lane? Surely there's got to be GPS involved in that.
Does the road have anything that
Yeah,
it
they-
communicates?
No.
No.
Not
The road,
digitally.
no, it just looks at the road. Like, just the same way you look at the... And you can see...
Oh, so
okay,
it's
there's white
just picking
lines.
up the white
Yeah,
lines.
it picks up the white lines, picks up a whole stack of
So
stuff.
there's no GPS involved.
There would be.
What I've noticed lately is like
No, there would have to be GPS. Well, no, because they can do tunnels.
Yeah.
So GPS probably isn't a
but I have to
thing.
do part of it.
Well, that would be only for navigation. It wouldn't be for, like, not crashing into the car in front of you.
How does it know the speed limit of the road that it's currently on?
There's a good question.
That's a great question.
How does it know that?
That's what I'm asking you guys. You're meant to know this.
How the hell does it know the speed limit?
I don't know. What? Don't look at me.
It might read the speed limit.
I feel like
signs.
your answer would be radar.
Okay.
It could radar the speed limit signs. It could read the speed
Well,
limit
you reckon?
signs.
You reckon the driverless car reads signs?
Nah.
Do you reckon it's got recognition of signs?
Yeah.
Like if there's a stop sign and it like.
That would be easy.
Well, else how it has nowhere to go. It's
Then
got
if
to
it
read
can
the
do
sign
that,
saying
but
this
if
way
it
to
can do that,
Paramount.
it can read numbers.
They had trouble with kangaroos. Driverless cars had trouble with kangaroos.
Well, they're erratic, those things.
Well, they move like...
No. Well, the thing about kangaroos is that everyone has trouble with kangaroos because
But
they're
not
not-
only that,
No,
like,
no,
it
no,
didn't
no, no.
understand what they were. Like, it didn't understand they were animals because they were moving in such a stupid way.
So it was like this car is this.
The hell is that thing?
This weird like elongated vehicle is
Yeah.
out of control in front of me.
I actually know a bit about...
It's
about
tighter
they-
through my windscreen
I
now.
actually know a little bit about how driverless cars work.
I do.
Oh, don't.
Yeah.
Now is it? Oh, it's pretty dumb, but I really know.
It's radars. Now, what it does is it scans everything and maps out what everything
That's
is.
what
Oh,
we're-
Works it
everything.
out.
Everything.
It scans everything. And works out like...
It's not like the Terminator. So they're
it's
scanning,
freaking-
looking for an outfit to match with itself.
It's a lot like the Terminator. Yeah. And it scans everything and works out, okay, that's an animal, that's a cyclist, that's a car, that's whatever. Here's where the road's going, all that stuff. And it just works out. And then it like preamps.
Such crap.
No, it really does. And it works out like, oh, if you're an animal, you're probably going to move like this. It's got all these predictive
Oh
ways for
no,
them.
it doesn't.
It does, dude.
Well, it's got
Cyclists, all that
it's got
kind of
like a possum algorithm in it.
Yeah.
And yet, for some reason, it struggled with kangaroos.
Yeah, because they don't move the same way other animals do.
Oh, well, if it can,
So they need to put a kangaroo algorithm
Well,
in
they
it.
did, and now it's fine.
you're dead set making this whole thing
true.
up. You
It's
no,
totally
no,
true.
he's
No.
making it up.
Look it up.
I'm not gonna
Look it
tell
up
you.
It's
later
a
on.
classic Paul.
Look it up.
He's about to throw out a percentage that means nothing. Go on, do it.
G.
Oh.
That's true.
Well, I feel like I'm no closer to understanding how driverless cars work, to be honest.
Told you, dude. It's radars. And maybe sonar.
Are there any driverless cars on the road in Australia at the moment? Is that a thing?
Yeah, even like cars that are
No,
boring.
only in testing. Only in testing.
No,
though, surely,
even like boring cars like the new Corolla can do.
Don't diss Corollas, man. I love my Corolla.
Do you find it thrilling?
No.
Rest my case. So
what's a Corolla doing?
Well, it can.
Oh, hang on. Toby's
Oh, Toby's got a video up.
we are now watching a video of a
Oh,
driverless car.
So this is. I don't know if we can work.
Well,
it
It's a
out.
Tesla.
Scanning. No, it's scanning. Look at all the.
Oh
green-
yeah, there you go.
Oh,
greens and
Wow,
blue
look at
things.
that! It's scanning the whole world and working out what everything is.
Not everything. It's missing a
Amazing.
whole
Is it
bunch of
using
stuff.
its radar?
It's missing trees.
I feel like it's
not
the
scanning
Predator.
any
Is it the
tree.
Predator behind the wheel?
It doesn't care about the trees.
And scanning behind
Yeah.
itself as well.
Anyway,
Well,
but-
yeah,
but
you know.
even the
I
Corolla
don't care
right
what's
now
going
can,
on behind me.
Corolla can stay in the lane, and it can like do some other stuff with cruise control,
Well,
like change the speed.
I'm waiting for the percentage.
Yeah.
I don't have.
I've noticed on the M7 that like when I overtake someone
Yeah.
or they overtake me, I see their side mirror light up now. Like people that are in cars that
Yeah.
aren't 20 years
Yeah.
old, unlike me.
Yeah.
Their side mirror does a little orange light up. So that's like sensing that there's a car next to you.
Yeah, it must be.
Like,
Yeah.
So I guess.
So, and even a lot of the other ones have lane departure and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Radars.
we're happy with that. We're happy that it is the Terminator on wheels scanning
Predator.
everything. Predator?
I don't know.
Does Predator scan? I'm sure he does.
Yeah, he does
Terminator.
scan.
Our Predator knowledge we've already
Does the
established is
yeah,
pretty
it
shaky at best.
Yeah, that's cost us some stars.
Yeah.
We're going to get a few fans calling in and getting quite annoyed about that. Okay, so we'll leave it at that. It scans everything. It's the Predator. It is the future. It's going to take over the world. Be on your guard.
Mark my word, our kids will not have driver's licenses.
Yeah,
Mark
there's
my
that.
Hang on,
word.
how old?
My oldest is 4. I don't think he'll learn to drive.
You got to wait for the current. It's about 25 years until the current. Whatever just got released, whatever car just got released. That's on the road for 20 years, right?
Right. Is
So
it?
for I guess like how long does the car last? 20 years, 25 years, something like that.
I feel like technology's speeding up.
Yeah, but you've got to wait till that whole current batch of cars has been cycled through before all the cars don't like.
But cars
if you're
don't
saying
last.
you won't have a
Cars
driver-
don't last as long now as they did, right?
Yeah,
because
true.
when I first got my license, there were so many cars from like 30-year-old cars
Yeah.
on the road. There's no 30-year-old cars on the road now.
That's true, but for all the kids to not have driver licenses, you're saying, his car won't even have a steering wheel, right?
Oh, I don't know, maybe.
You're saying-
Oh, so okay, so
You got to cycle the whole bunch of
Yeah, all right.
cars through. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, done. Radars next.
No,
Sorry, I looked at it.
don't look at the question. Listen to
do you
the way
know
I
what the
read it.
question
It has
is?
the word tennis ball in it.
Okay, so question number 2, guys, is coming
hope it
straight at
doesn't-
you. Are tennis balls?
He fumbled the question, and I can't look at it.
Yeah, you can't. You can't. That's part of the
You
way
were the one
questions
that
are.
advocated for Ryan
Are-
taking over the question asking.
Yeah, that's
all right?
true. That's
Are
true.
tennis balls green or yellow? And why?
Oh, I don't know. Yellow.
Are they?
I think so.
Green.
I think they're yellow. And why does the tin smell so good?
Oh, there is nothing better than when you see. I play our
Freshly cracked one.
at work. Our equivalent. We don't do we don't do Friday Arvo beers. We do Friday Arvo tennis.
Oh, really?
At work because
Yeah.
we've got a few tennis
You just
courts.
get
at work.
high from the tin.
So 3:30 we hit up the tennis court and every week we crack a fresh tin.
Oh, really?
And I'm,
You guys are ballers.
Yeah, you got to be. And and I tell you what, I'm always volunteering to crack that tin because
You
it
get
is a
fresh tin every
phenomenal.
time.
Yeah.
That's a big.
That's what I said, man. Baller.
Well, we take
Yeah.
turns.
Guys,
There's like
yeah.
there's like
Yeah.
about eight to 10 of us who play. So if you bring one person brings a new tin each week, like that's not.
What's a tin of tennis balls cost? That feels like that.
know,
is
$10
that
or
expensive?
something?
I don't know about sports, so
Yeah, we've established that.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Like
Well
you
and
could have
truly.
said, man, $50. I'm like, that feels pricey, but okay.
No, tennis ball, like in the scheme of things, they're pretty cheap.
Yeah, okay. They last ages.
So the question comes: is are they yellow or green?
No, I do think they're yellow.
I reckon they're yellow.
But they're like that. Like if I'm picturing like a highlighter yellow, you know, like
Yeah, that almost. Yeah, sometimes they're pink. I've seen a few pink.
Oh,
no,
that's
not.
not-
No,
that's-
wrong.
that's-
not that. That's not the.
I mean,
yes,
tennis balls can be any color, but we're talking about
like standards.
yeah, we're talking
Gotta
about like
be
your tournament quality tennis balls.
Yeah,
They're
yellow.
yellow.
There's definitely a greenish tinge to them though, because they're
You
not a
slice
straight
them
up
down.
yellow.
Like if you handed me a tennis ball and it was green, I wouldn't think that anything was untoward.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't be like calling anyone.
No, I wouldn't feel like that.
You
was
don't start screaming and
Why? More importantly, where are the tennis players putting that second ball?
oh,
Well,
I don't wanna
if you're
know.
one of the men, you're putting it in your pocket because they all have.
Where do the
pockets on their
girls
shorts.
put it?
Up their skirt, like on the inside.
How does that work?
oh, they usually it's like a
Like a little secret pocket?
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't understand
No, because
that.
I think under the skirts they're wearing kind of like Spanx type thing, you know, like.
But they've got a ball boy just to throw them another one.
Okay. Do you want to know the reason why?
Yeah, well,
I will tell you.
I just
Yeah.
asked.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
So most tennis players start out at the very amateur level. Yeah, they start the amateur, they build their way up to the pros, and
Yeah.
they don't have
Yeah.
a ball
I mean, that's
boy.
how my career's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't made it to the
Yours
pros
hasn't
yet.
gone
No,
past
keep
that.
going.
Still at the amateur stage.
Yeah.
In the amateur stage, they don't have a ball boy who's throwing them balls every time they miss a serve or every time
Yeah.
they stuff up
Yeah.
serve. So
Yeah.
they get in the habit
It's a
of
rhythm.
always holding a ball in standby for their second serve.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so even they develop that habit to the point where even when they go into the pros, even though they've got a ball boy who can throw them a fresh ball every single time, they have the habit of always having a ball tucked
See,
up in
I
their
think
pocket away.
I think that's stupid because when they go to the pros,
Quite likely it's stupid, but that's the reason why.
yeah, but when they go to the pros, shouldn't they be like, finally, I don't have to do this ball thing?
Well, I
And-
mean, it's
But
not like
if
they
they're
carry their own towel
superstitious-
anymore.
yeah, why they can't? Yeah,
But if they're superstitious, then they may still want to have that.
Every- yeah.
Maybe their serve is weighted.
oh, could be. Yeah,
Based
if they
on the
get
ball.
if you get used to your first serve,
Like with the feeling of a ball in your pocket. Is that what you're saying?
See, I reckon I'd hate that.
Well, I mean, that's what I do now.
That's why I won't
like
play-
I
that's why
have
I
a
won't
ball
play
in my
tennis.
pocket.
Oh, is it?
I
Is
don't
that
wanna have
why?
a ball in my pocket?
That's the sole reason.
Also, I don't think it's fun.
Tennis is a great
Is
sport.
it? Is it
yeah,
fun?
it's so fun.
Okay, here's the
I think it's
second
fun.
part of the
I don't
question.
know why people get tennis courts. Feels like a lot of room to
Or
use.
get
on
tennis
game.
court. Well, look,
Like,
Nah,
you're
it's a
only gonna
status thing.
you're only gonna have a
Feels like
tennis
a-
court if you've got like acreage. Like,
but it
you
feels
know.
like
So
a
what
lot
they're
of
saying
room
is
to
I've-
use on something that's not that much fun.
No. But what they're
so
saying is,
fun.
I've got so much room, I can turn half of it into a tennis court.
Into
Yeah.
one game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I don't even play.
That's like having a swimming pool. I mean, that's one thing.
Yeah, you only use it 3 months in the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the question is, why are they yellow then?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
why are they
that
yellow?
Well, that doesn't
Yeah,
make
why?
a lot of sense because most tennis courts, tennis courts originated as being grass, right?
Yeah, grass and clay. I think
Yeah.
they're both the
So,
originals.
okay, well, that's green and orange. They're both quite close to yellow. Like you would
Yeah,
have
but
thought.
yellow's bright. They're fluoro colours.
Yeah, but you would have thought you'd go a color that was complementary to the court that it was bouncing
what?
off. Well, what's on the opposite color palette to green?
Do you
Red.
know about colour palettes?
Yeah, so green and red
How
are
come
on.
you know about colour palettes?
Actually, it's pretty sad, but I teach year 3 art, so
Oh, that'll do it.
you teach complementary colors when you're choosing colors.
I remember that.
So green and red are on the opposite ends of the color palette.
Right.
So therefore, they're complementary colors.
Okay.
So they would stand out against each other the most.
Oh.
So if you're playing on a green court, if you wanted to see what was coming off the
red
court,
balls.
it should be a red ball.
So, like cricket, for example.
Yeah, cricket's a red ball, and
Yeah,
and-
okay.
that makes
right,
sense for
that
it to be
makes
a red
sense.
ball.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, did you hear
every ball
about?
should be red.
Okay, so there was an Australian
Like golf
there was
should
an Australian opener a few years ago. He's retired now, but he was colourblind, right?
Yeah.
And he was fine with the red. No, this is true. He was fine with the.
It's not a joke.
Yeah.
You just laughed at the poor guy for being colourblind.
I was waiting for you to follow up with, and so he started hitting people because he didn't know what was a ball. I was going to go.
No, he wasn't.
That doesn't sound right.
He wasn't blind. He's just colourblind.
No, okay, good.
Anyway,
Good to know.
Hey, do you remember that time we
I'm not going to get this story out now. Am I?
you
No,
get it
you're
out?
not.
But I don't know if he's listening. But remember that time that we showed Greg Page?
Oh, yeah,
not
yeah.
the Wiggles Greg Page. Our
Yeah,
friend,
yeah. He's a drummer, not a.
Not
singer.
a.
Anyway,
yeah,
go on,
anyway.
yeah.
We showed him that he was colourblind.
Yes, I do remember that.
We were
Yeah,
doing this
didn't
app.
know.
We
We
were
were-
doing this app, and he thought that we were just screwing around. Like we can see a number.
it was like
here.
after a gig late at night, and
Okay.
we're just laughing around, and we got this app out that
Yeah.
tested if you could read the number that was embedded within colours. In
Yes,
the,
in the little
Yeah.
dots.
yeah,
or whatever.
and we couldn't read it as we're passing. Oh yeah, that's a 7. We gave it to him, and he thought we were geeing him up because he's like, guys, there's nothing on there, and we're like, dude, there is a number on there. And he's like, come on, guys.
And when
come
he
on.
realised that, he just sat there quietly for ages,
Yeah,
just
as you
thinking
would.
about,
This,
I'm colourblind.
and he's thinking the
Oh, my
amount.
goodness.
Imagine the amount of times
Yeah, he's
that
like,
made him feel like he didn't understand something, and it was just because he couldn't see it.
He was like 30. He's like 30 years
He's
old.
30 and he-
No, maybe, yeah. Like pushing
Back
30.
then, he wouldn't have been that old. That would have been.
I mean, 27, 28.
mid 20s, we'll say. Like,
Yeah,
whatever.
like old. Like,
old enough to
like
go
old
through his
enough to
whole
know.
schooling life, like maybe not
And
seeing
never
a
even
colour.
found it. Oh, my
Never
goodness.
had no idea. Yeah.
Anyway, back to my story. So,
Yeah.
so anyway, this cricketer,
Colourblind,
opening
but not fully
batsman,
blind.
colourblind. No, he wasn't hitting people over the head. He could see a cricket ball. It's quite good, but I don't know if you know, they brought in like night tests, and they can't use the red ball at night because something about the fluoro lights hitting the red ball doesn't work
Yeah,
well.
right.
So they went to white.
So they went to pink.
Oh.
No, this is for test matches.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
So they went to pink because the pink ball, you could still pick it up on camera and with
Yeah.
the fluoro lights and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff, right? Anyway, turns out this batsman can't see pink properly, so like he couldn't play night tests.
Oh.
because he was because his colorblind meant that he was struggling to pick the
Oh,
pink,
that's discrimination,
pink ball
isn't
up
it?
off the pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luckily for him, he was in the twilight of his career and he was going to retire anyway. But pretty crazy. I don't know. I can't remember what the question is now.
So,
The question is,
Seriously,
why are they yellow? So are we saying it's,
Oh,
it's,
it's-
it's,
yeah,
it's a
so you can
visual
see it.
it's a visual thing?
Yeah.
No,
to
but I'm saying that
contrast
I'm
off it.
saying the yellow makes sense isolated because if I look at like yellow highlighter, it stands out. But I'm saying yellow bouncing off a green court doesn't make a lot of sense.
well, it must, because they're not missing it.
It's
Yeah, I mean,
easy.
yeah, you can
It's easy
see
to
it.
spot on the television.
Like,
as
they
well.
don't just stand, like, when someone serves them, they don't just stand there and then go,
Oh,
I didn't know what happened.
Well,
Yeah.
that's some of them do.
Oh,
And
yeah, that's true.
they don't last
They
very
don't
long.
last that long. They stay in the amateurs. They have to pick up their ball.
Right, I'm happy with that. We're
Yeah,
happy.
okay.
what? So we're just saying we're saying it is green, not it is yellow.
Yellow.
not
It is
green,
yellow.
and it's
And it
yellow
shouldn't
because
be.
it stands out.
And
Oh,
but
it shouldn't be.
Should be red, like
Should be
you
red.
said.
Complementary.
Yeah,
colours,
and all the courts should be green. Sometimes the courts are blue.
That's true. US
Sometimes
Open.
they're blue and
US
sometimes
Open
they're
blue.
orange,
Well,
you're
yellow
right.
works on blue because they're opposite.
Okay, that's why, so it's fine.
So yellow and blue are contrasting colours.
So we don't need to do anything
complementary
then. We
colours.
can leave it at, we don't have to call anyone or
Yeah.
anything.
Well, what about clay? Clay's red.
Yeah.
The ball
Why
needs to
would
be
you play
green.
on clay?
I
Oh,
don't
it's so.
understand
I've
it.
only ever played tennis on clay once. and
Oh, it's horrible.
It's so dirty.
It's
No,
horrible.
it would be.
Yeah.
Sliding
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
All right, okay, we've got our next question
This is
here.
tennis. This is for
next
gentlemen.
I'm
You ready
drinking
for
out
a
of the
question?
Rhine. I'm drinking out of the Rhine cup.
I know,
today.
it's
Made me so uncomfortable
I grabbed it when he
watching
wasn't
your
looking.
face
Yeah, look
and
at it, watch it
Ryan's
now.
face. It's the
like
easiest
Ryan's-
thing in the world, right? Like, you know how like
I was
you,
hoping we could go the whole show without mentioning it, but now that it's been
It's like
said, it's out
Ryan
there.
feeding me a drink.
like you pick your cup.
Baby
Like
birding
he's
you.
baby
I
birding
just
me.
looked at
Come on,
When I
open
want
up,
a
open
refill,
up.
I'm going to be like, when I want a refill.
but then that also now has resulted in you drinking out of Paul's cup. So.
I'm trying not to think about
And I'm
it.
very-
and I'm also facing it away from you. So
I'm
you
very
don't
happy
get weird.
to. I'm very happy to have my own cup,
I can- yeah.
as I should
Yeah.
and do.
Yeah,
So-
for this episode.
All right, next question. We've got, are humans the only animals that drink the milk of another animal, and why?
Ooh.
That's a good question. That is a great question.
Yeah, like
Drink
when a
the milk.
baby horse is drinking from its mum, it doesn't pause and go, "Oh, have you got any goat?"
Yeah.
Does it?
And it's not as if we're exclusive to one animal, is it?
Oh,
We'll drink any.
We'll suck
we
on.
won't drink
We'll
any
suck
milk.
on any tea.
Are we the?
No, we didn't go off tap. But yeah.
No.
No. We won't have any milk. We won't drink. Like if I said, if you said,
Rat's milk?
I've said, do you want a coffee? And you said, sure. And I went, I've only got horse.
Yeah.
You'd go,
No, but here's the weird
would
thing
actually.
though.
okay.
If you said, I'm going to make you a coffee, I'm
Yeah.
out of milk, and we'll just say that milk is cow's
Yeah.
milk.
Yeah.
But Rachel's got some stored in the fridge, so can we I'll just use that.
Do you know?
This is going to be no. Why? That's a human milk. Why? I'm okay with some I've never met.
Oh, you're calling him out on the
Call
show.
him out. Call him out on the show. Yeah.
Oh, you're calling
Named
him
and
out.
shamed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard he quite enjoys.
No, just for coffee.
Just so we got swings it
Just
up.
for coffee. Yeah.
Well, we're down a friend. We're down. And
Oh man, you call him out big time. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're saying human milk is okay for human babies.
yeah.
Yep.
And only the human baby of which was born to that mother as well
Yeah.
is another interesting
Yep.
'Cause we're
interesting
not-
cross section.
we're
We don't
not
do
ma-
wet nurses anymore.
Nah, and we're not making cheese and yogurt out of it, are we?
No. No.
No, we're not, are we? We are. That is a waste.
Oh yeah. No, I'm happy.
I don't know.
I'm happy to let that one slide.
Okay, well, it's interesting you brought up cheese, right? Because
Yeah.
I love goat's cheese. Absolutely love goat's cheese. I've never tried goat's milk,
Yeah.
but I love goat's
What's
cheese.
halloumi?
No, that's still dairy. Halloumi's still dairy.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was sheep.
Oh really?
Nah, I don't know what it is.
Let's go with sheep. It is. Everyone, people. Halloumi is sheep. You heard
I don't
it
think
here
it
first.
is. No, it might be goat.
I don't know.
No, it hasn't got the same flavour as goat.
Yeah.
I've got no idea.
Oh, it's weird that we're saying goat flavored, isn't it?
Oh, it is goat.
I've never tried goat's milk.
No, I've never tried the milk, but I
Actually,
love the cheese.
I know a guy who's he has goats on his farm, and when his kids were young, they used to just walk down to the goats with a cup and just put the cup under
on
the
tap.
goat and just it was on tap.
Drink
and
it
just,
warm, unpasteurized.
just drink it on the walk back up to the house.
Something about that does sound amazing, though.
Something about it still doesn't sound right
it
to
sounds
me.
rough. I don't even like it when cow's milk starts to go a little bit warm on the bench.
Because it separates.
I can't have 37-degree milk. No way.
What about like hot chocolate?
No, I don't think
No,
any
it's
other
above that.
animal.
It's well above 37.
Oh, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
all right if it's really hot
Yeah,
or cold.
yeah,
It can't be
yeah.
like
Something in the middle.
It can't be like room temperature.
So what was the question? Are we the only ones that drink another
other
animal's-
species.
other species milk?
Yeah, well, I don't
Naturally.
know.
Naturally, yes.
I don't know that a possum goes and nurses on a cow. I don't know that.
I've never
happens.
seen that happen.
Hey, they're nocturnal animals. You never know what they're
Yeah.
getting up to at night.
Yeah, that's the lights are off.
I reckon there are some animals that would do a sneaky because it's survival of the fittest. Surely there are some animals out there that are notorious for going and feeding off other animals. Surely,
It would be.
I mean they eat each
But,
other.
there's a kind of bird that there's a kind of bird that drops its egg into another
Yeah.
bird's
Blue-
nest.
Funny you
Blue
mention that.
jays?
We were talking about that on Friday because they're at my school. Not we, sorry. Someone
Just like get another family to raise their kid.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and they just because they're the equivalent
doesn't-
of like the teenage mum, like just
you go, oh look, I've got a lot going on.
yeah, I'm gonna have another kid. Yep, all
Yeah,
right.
can you give it back when it's 5? I don't know, like
Yeah, I don't know where to go with that. So,
But I know animals will sometimes be surrogated. If
Okay.
an animal has lost its mother,
like
then
is
they'll
it
find
like
another-
Mowgli?
Uh,
Jungle Book?
what?
Mowgli.
okay, so yeah, so
He was surrogate.
He,
Oh, Tarzan. Tarzan was surrogate,
was he?
wasn't he? Didn't he get raised by apes or wolves?
Is
or
that
something?
Mowgli?
That's Mowgli. Mowgli got
Yeah, they got
raised
Mowgli.
by
Who's Mowgli?
wolves.
Mowgli.
Jungle Book.
The Jungle Book. Yeah,
I've
you
heard
know-
of the Jungle Book.
Yeah, Mowgli's
I
the
don't know anything
boy,
about it.
and he's raised by wolves.
Yeah, Tarzan is raised by apes.
Right,
Okay,
closer.
I'll take your word for
Yeah.
it. I haven't studied it in depth enough.
Any TV show or movie or whatever, if you're a baby,
Documentary, you mean?
documentary,
Yeah.
yeah, you get raised by some animal.
Yeah, look, I'm going to say no. I reckon there are species out there that would feed off other animals.
Yep.
It is strange that we're so comfortable with it.
I reckon the first person that did it
Oh,
had
that
a major issue.
that guy got like hung.
Is it a dare? Is that how it started?
Nah, yeah.
Was someone driving
Okay,
down
what-
a paddock?
no,
and
no,
go,
They're doing it forever.
Look, what I
yeah,
picture
but
is
someone had to be the first guy to go.
No, but-
turn to his friend and go, "Damn,
no, that's a I'm about to die and I need to consume something situation. I think.
Oh, you reckon
I think it's
maybe
more of like he Bear Grylls it.
No.
You know,
yeah.
like he was like
Yeah, someone's Bear Grylls.
Survivor Man. He's like, I don't know, you know, like,
Or maybe like
I'm gonna
some-
die. I know that cows have milk because they nurse their kids. I'm gonna die.
You know what?
I need to consume.
I reckon back in the day when a mother would die in childbirth,
Yeah.
and you got no milk, you
Is
go,
that the
"Well,
wet
just-"
nurse situation?
Yeah, but let's say you don't have one of them,
Okay.
or you got a cow, and you go, "Well, I got nothing else."
Oh, but isn't cow's milk like quite bad for babies?
Yeah, but maybe they don't die. Maybe they survive.
it's better than
You don't
not
find
dying.
that
They just
until
have
much
a
later.
sore tummy or something.
Or maybe all kinds of problems. I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably lots of problems. But maybe they survive. And
Okay.
you go, like, if your alternative is nothing, like that's better.
It's bleak.
So,
The latter's form is bleak.
so what was the question?
So are humans the only animals that drink the milk of other animals?
Yes.
No.
Who was the other animal?
Oh, I don't know, but I just assume that like.
When
No,
the
we
lights
are.
are out,
There's
they're
no
off their-
way. There's
No,
no
we've
way.
just talked about birds that
Like-
lay their eggs in other people's nests.
There's
You're
no way
telling-
that a
You're telling me
lion-
that no,
A lion is
of
going to
course
get
it's not a
let a
lion.
little baby goat come up and have a drink. It's never going to happen.
Of course
Well,
it's not
it'll
a lion.
end up taking a bite, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 No, but there's
Take
got to be
more
some animal that like has a sneaky little feed somewhere.
Yeah, that would happen
I
actually.
reckon it would happen.
Yeah.
A little
like,
sneaky.
You know, sneaky little feed.
Yeah.
Mate, there'd be some animal that doesn't like get
Just runs in
cared for
there.
by its mum, and
Yeah.
its survival mechanism is going and feeding off other.
Yeah.
Other mums.
Okay, yeah.
Child-
So
yeah.
the answer was no. It's just us. But Jimmy reckons it could
I
happen.
would say yes. I would say
Yeah.
it could and does.
All right, sorry to leave you on a mildly dissatisfying end question there.
It's unlike
A-
us.
A mixed response.
Yeah.
Normally we are very definitive and black and white, but unfortunately
Yeah.
not this time.
Yep.
If you've got any questions for us, don't forget to shoot us in either on our socials or on via email. TQASHOW or
Yeah.
TQA Show, as it's more officially known, at gmail.com. Otherwise, you guys, catch you next time.
Rate and like and share it.
5 stars.
5.
Yeah.
4?
No, 5.
Okay, 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that,
it.
catch you next time.
See ya.
See ya.